ladies. I'm Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is the Bold and the Beautiful edition. All right, guys, let's jump right into it. Today is Wednesday, December the 14th, 2022. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would give this a 7.5, 8. Yeah, it was a solid episode. It was like a soapy soap today for me. All right, guys, let's jump right into it. Um, we start off with Hope and Brooke. And Hope and Brooke are just talking, and she says, I can't believe it about Sheila. And they say, yeah, I know, that's so crazy. And then they get to talking about Ridge and how he's about to come home and everything. And she said, have you talked to him? And she says, no, I told Ridge to take time for himself. And that's exactly what he did, because of this back and forth between Taylor and me. Like him not being able to choose. Do you want Taylor? Do you want me? Wait, what song is that? Do you want or do you want me?
I don't know.
I don't know. I know that song. Anyways, that whole not being able to choose, that's not gonna work for me. And so Hope says, but yeah, but you got feelings about it. Like, what are you thinking about it? And then she said, that's it. I think that he should make up his mind what he really wants, because I'm not doing it anymore. I said, okay. And I said, well, I'm glad somebody doing it. And I wish Hope would have went on and told Taylor once again, you deserve better. Then we go over here and did I say Taylor? I meant Brooke. Sorry.
Yeah.
Then we go over here and we see Taylor and Steffi. So Taylor and Steffi are talking, and as they're speaking to each other, okay, so Taylor has been away, right? And because she's been away, she doesn't have anything to do about Sheila, because that's something Brooke and Hope talked about as well. That Steffi didn't want to tell Taylor or Ridge, because she didn't want to upset them while they were on their time and meditating. I said, well, you need to go ahead and tell Taylor so that she can be able to handle Sheila when she sees her. But anyway, because Sheila, for some reason, she fascinated or fixated on Taylor and being friends. But anyways, so Taylor comes in and Stephanie was like, "Oh my gosh, it's so good to have you home," and she loves having her there. And so while she's there, she says, "What's been going on?" And Steffi says, I have a lot to tell you, but it can wait. How are you feeling? And she says, I'm good. I got the meditation that she needed. She's rejuvenated. She's relaxed. And she's good. And she said, okay. She said, well, what about dad? Because, he's coming. And she said, oh, she didn't know that, but she hasn't talked to him, but she's sure he's gonna make a decision, and she doesn't know what the decision's gonna be, but she just knows one thing: he's not gonna go ping pong between her and Brooke anymore. That's what she does know, and she's disappointed that Thomas, did this whole thing to Brooke, and but she tells Steffi, I have no ill will, I have no hard feelings. I'm glad somebody was in the room to stand up and say, hey, Thomas did this to Brooke. Like, he lied about why he wanted to marry you. You know what? If I was Taylor, I wouldn't want Ridge, because why? I told y'all last week, 2 weeks ago, whatever. I told y'all I did not like the fact that Ridge went over there to Brooke, told Taylor, I'm gonna go make this right. Went over there to Brooks. She told him, take some time to think about what you really want. And this man didn't even go back to the house and tell Taylor, I'm going to take some time to think about what I really want. He just left her at the house wondering, was he going to come back and marry her or not? Why do you want to be with somebody like that? But Steffi did tell Taylor, I am not going to interfere, not anymore, between what's going on with y'all. She says, I know I didn't go as far as Thomas, but I did do some things. And it wasn't right. And I pressured, and so I'm not gonna interfere like that anymore. And Taylor does appreciate that. But let's move on. So we see Steffi and Hope talking. And when Steffi and Hope are talking, they first of all, they can't believe it about Sheila. And Steffi actually walks in on Hope saying, okay, just keep us posted, keep us updated. And then Steffi gets on the phone with Baker and says, she's out there, keep us updated. And they're just so puzzled by, like, why Sheila won't go away. I did like Steffi's dress. It was something about it was a little off to me. I don't know if it was too much. I think I would have liked her hair up with it, but it was a cute dress on it. Like, cause she has a nice figure, so it was cute. I do like Hope's dress as well. I liked it on Katie, but Katie, I think, had it on in like something similar in gold, and it looked just as cute on Hope. But Hope is gonna make a dress look wholesome. She gonna make a dress. But anyways, child, it was cute. I liked Brooke's suit as well. So, anyways, back to the storyline. They just say, they can't believe it, and then they get on the subject of Taylor and how Hope just cannot believe that Taylor was gonna marry. She was going to marry Ridge without letting him know that her mom Taylor was gonna marry Ridge without letting him know that he only broke up with her mom, which is Brooke, because of what Thomas had done, and they just can't believe Thomas did that. And she said, "Well, my dad and my mom love each other." I said, "Oh my God, y'all know." Okay, I'm a Taylor fan, but I'm honest, and I'm not biased when it comes to my favorite. And y'all need to stop it. Y'all know Taylor only was getting with Ridge because he was hurt by Brooke. And that's what Hope was telling Steffi. I'm gonna move on because I don't really care. So then we see Hope and Taylor talking. Hope and Taylor, Lord have mercy. Brooke and Taylor talking, right? So baby, Brooke come in there and she said, "Taylor, you're here." And so Taylor was like, "Yes, I'm here." And she said, when Ridge was gonna come in. "Oh, I see you came on." And Taylor said, "I'm well, Brooke. How yeah, thank you for asking." "Oh, you didn't ask." I said, "Girl, stop it. Yeah, stop it. Y'all know y'all don't like each other like that. If I'm not cool with you like that, we just cordial. I don't really care how you doing either." I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care how you're doing either. And so she then was she wants the bread. She don't want the meat. She wants the bread. So then as they were talking and everything, she told her, "So you came in just in time for Ridge to come." And she said, "That's a coincidence. I didn't know he was coming." And both of them say they have not spoken to Ridge. And then Taylor says, because they talking, and she says, "The love we have, it was real, but I am sorry for what Thomas did to you." Because Brooke is like, "You were gonna marry him knowing what was done." And she said, "Yeah, I'll admit I was wrong, and I'm sorry for what my son did to you. What he did to you was wrong. I can't even believe it." And Taylor said, "Well, we have been saying it's the fact that he's showing no remorse about it. Like he's not even comprehending the damage and how demented what he did was. That's what scares her." I said, "So what mental institution is he in? What psychiatrist is he, like, what help are y'all getting him? Because it looks like all y'all care about is the man." But I digress, child. So they're talking and everything, and then Brooke says, "Well, the only reason he was with you is because he thought I had did something wrong. That's the only reason you got him." And Taylor said, "He came to me because he loved me, and the love we shared was real, and it was wonderful, and it was real to it." So Taylor's not admitting that he only came to her because he found out at the CPS call. She said, "Yeah, the CPS call, did some things, but we still shared this love." And Brooke said, "Mm-mm." The way I heard it was Brooke saying, "No, honey, y'all shared a love because he was mad at me, and that's why he did it." That's what I heard. I heard, "He's mine. You made a had him once, but I got him all the time. You can't sleep at night." Y'all remember that song, Monk and Steph? Man, that used to be the jam. I would think I was in intermediate school. But that's what Brooke is saying. Girl, that man is mine. He was only yours because he was mad at me. And honestly, that is the truth. I know y'all are some Taylor fans and y'all hate Brooke. I'm a Taylor fan. I'm indifferent towards Brooke. But I mean, I could see the light. This man didn't really want Taylor like that. Every time he was with Taylor, he was thinking about Brooke. But I don't know, child. So they both said, "Look at us. Look at what we undid. Both of us just fighting for our families." Because Brooke said, "You went and got rejuvenated. You ready to fight for your man, aren't you?" And Taylor said, "No, girl." I said, what y'all about to do?" Because they said, "Look at us, both of us, all these years just going back and forth with each other, back and forth with each other. I got to fight for him for my family. I got to fight for him for my family." And look at it now. The man don't even know which one he wants. Then we get Eric on the phone because Ridge is coming home, right? So Ridge is coming home, but he was thinking about Taylor. I don't remember a scene with him thinking about Brooke. Was he thinking about Brooke, Nisha? You remember? I don't remember. I said, well, Taylor, you might got some hope, girl. Whew, I'm so disappointed and sad about that because I like Taylor. I don't want her with Ridge, but if that's what she wants, I only want her with Ridge if he says, Brooke, we're in the past. I truly don't love you anymore. And then he's not thinking about her after he just was in the bed with Taylor like he did last time. But anyway, so then Eric calls Ridge and he tells Ridge, so who is? I'm gonna cut to the chase. Who is it? Which one do you choose? Which woman do you want? And so I don't know because Ridge didn't tell him. So then Ridge gets a text message while he's on the plane, and Trevor come through and he tells him, "Welcome back to LA, Mr. Forster." And he says, "Thank you. It's good to be home." And so then, baby, when Ridge came into their office and he saw Taylor and he said, "Hey," and he was gonna walk up to her, and Brooke said, "Hello." Baby, he jumped. He said, "Oh, you're here." I said, "Yeah, she there too." Yeah, and he said, "I got a text message from the both of us, and they say you're probably here to tell us which one you choose, aren't you?" And he was looking like, "Yeah, but what's going on here? What's going on with y'all? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing together? What are y'all doing together? I have set this thing up that you two don't like each other and y'all never converse with each other. So what y'all doing?" I said, that you tried to isolate them from each other. But the way they going, it sounds like Taylor and Brooke, they both said, "Well, we have something to say about what you trying to say about which one you choose." I said, y'all about to leave them both? Did y'all hear the fans and y'all actually letting Ridge be left by himself like we've been asking for years? But y'all, that was the bold and the beautiful today, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you tomorrow for an all new episode of What Happened on the Soaps, the Bold and the Beautiful edition. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.